In this tutorial we will draw these 3 hearts together, so stay tuned and draw with me.
Hi, I'm DrawTut, a draftsman with several decades of experience and a drawing teacher who provides you with various tutorials on drawing, painting and creativity here on YouTube and on my website DrawTut.com. So it's worth subscribing to my channel or newsletter to always benefit from my latest tutorials and tips. In addition, I also offer extensive drawing courses on various topics on my website. I have linked a suitable course to this video in the description and here. I would be happy if you visit my website and learn drawing with me. But let's start with the tutorial now.
For the first heart we will need 2 pencils and 1 felt tip pen or a black marker. Take the 3 pens like I hold them here and then put them on the paper and draw a heart. Just hold them like that and now move them together and draw a heart. First this side and then the other side. So we have drawn a heart now. In the next step we connect these lines together and then we draw here a contour on the middle line. Draw also the other side, connect the both lines, the top one and the middle one, and also here. Now we want to draw some shadow. The light comes from this side, so I draw it here darker and I just draw the shadow here. As you can see, you can draw it over here a little bit darker. On this side also. Here we draw also a little bit more shadow, but over here we have more light falling on the heart. So I draw the shadow a little bit lighter here. And also over here. And on this side we have again darker shadow. So I put some more pressure on my pencil so that I can draw here a darker shadow. And then we are ready now with this heart. The heart should float above the paper, so we draw the shadow here. To do this, we draw this line a little bit thicker and blur it afterwards. So first draw this line here thicker. This is the shadow, and now you take your finger, or you can also take a handkerchief, or you can take a paper white pen like I do it here, and then smudge this line. I do it here for the whole line, so I smudge it also over here. As you can see, you can do it with your finger or use the paper pen like that, and then we create a shadow here. And in this way this heart looks like it would float above the paper, becomes 3-dimensional. You can use this technique not only for the heart but also for other motifs. I will draw this line again, make it a little bit thicker. But you can use this technique also to draw maybe letters of a name or some other motifs. So this is the first heart, and in the next step we will draw another one. For this, just create again a sketch of a heart. I use here a simple pen for that. Just draw first a heart. In the first step we create the sketch and then I use my sketch of this heart and draw straight lines in it. So first, on the outside, straight line here, again one here. So you see the heart gets some edges on the contour, and then again a few straight lines here. And what I want to do now is I want to create some geometries inside of the heart. For that I just draw straight lines like that, or over here. I just connect the edges here or here. You can just experiment with this geometrical forms and then create some other lines over here. So just draw straight lines like I do it here. Try to connect them. In this way you will get a heart with some geometrical forms in it. So now what we need now is again a felt tip pen or a black marker, and now you use your sketch and draw the lines again. You can do it over here and like that. Just draw them one after each other and create the heart out of geometrical forms. The first step of the drawing is now finished, but we want to put some color now in our drawing. For that I take just some red crayons or colored pencils, and we draw out the inside of the geometric forms. We create a gradient by first pressing the pencil hard on the paper and then gradually reducing the pressure. You can see how I do it for every geometric form. I use now high pressure in the first step and then reduce the pressure. Of course you can use also a little bit black for some parts of the drawing, so that some parts are a little bit darker. Here I use some black. Now our second heart is also finished, so that we can start with the third heart drawing. Here we use again a pencil for the sketch, and I use again a simple pencil and draw first again a heart, and this heart will be three-dimensional, and we will also make the shading more detailed this time. But first, draw again a sketch of a heart. And as we do it with the last motif, you can also use this style for other motifs. This is just the simplest one to learn it. Next step is we draw here straight lines. This heart should look as if it were lying on a lined sheet of paper, and at the same time the shading should give the impression that it is pressed in a bit. So that's why I draw now here under the heart a small curve, and here we use a bigger curve down here, and on the other side in the same way. This is a sketch now. In the second step we will draw the lines with a fine liner, and here we draw again a line with a curve down because the heart is pressed in the paper a little bit. Again here a little bit down. And this is how we create this three-dimensional effect. But we will use again a little bit shading afterwards. Here on the heart I will draw a curve like that, and here the same way. And now just draw the other lines over here. Same way on the other side. And like I said, this is just the sketch now. The shading and everything else will be done in the second and third step. And above the heart you can again draw the line with this kind of curves. Here a little bit up, down and up again. Now our sketch is finished, so we can take now the fine liner and we draw all the lines again using our sketch. Now use an eraser and erase your sketch. But be very careful not to crease the paper. So we have now the first step of the drawing, and what we need now is the shadows. We draw in the next step the shadows, and I will sketch them first. We will get a shadow here and here, because our light comes from the top left corner, and a little bit shadow over here, and again a little bit darker side over here. And I use now the flat side of my pencil and just press it a little bit on the paper and create a shadow. To create darker area, just use more pressure on your pencil. Draw it over here, and as I have the sketch here, I draw again a shadow here. Start first with a little bit pressure or low pressure on your pencil. Create first the light areas, and afterwards we will also draw some darker areas. And what we will do also is we will smudge again these shadows so that we will get a better drawing. Some more pressure over here, and now I just use my finger and then smudge the lines. Here we'll get a smooth shadow just by smudging the line with our finger. Of course, you can use also some other tools here for smudging the lines, like the paper pen, but I use my finger here and create here again a little bit more darker areas over here. Again, use the finger and smudge the line. And here too. And as you can see by smudging the lines, we'll get a real smooth shadow here. First we draw a light shadow and then again use more pressure. Use the flat side of your pencil and draw a little bit more shadow. Again, and then smudge it again. As you can see, I use here the paper white pen again for smaller areas, or just my finger. And here I want to have a real dark area, so, and here too, and again smudge them. You can now slowly make your shadows softer and softer. I leave it up to you when your drawing is finished. As you can see, you can create a really nice drawing with this technique. You can of course apply this technique to other motifs, just like the techniques that we have shown before. Like I said, I leave it to you when your drawing is finished. You can go on, but for me now, this drawing is now finished.
I hope you enjoyed my video. So if you want more tutorials about drawing, painting or creativity in the future, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and newsletter. Also feel free to check out my drawing courses on DrawTut.com. You can find the links in the description. If you want to be creative right now, I have some more videos for you over here. I hope you continue to have fun drawing, and I look forward to joining you on your creative journey.